Hey guys, it's week 58. Today, Dropboard is live on Product Hunt. I talk about how I prepared, what I'm hoping for out of this launch, and what I want to focus on afterwards. So if you're watching this today, my product Dropboard is on Product Hunt right now. Product Hunt is a site that hosts a competition where people vote on the best products of the day. Winning can make an incredible impact on a product's journey, so it's a very exciting and kind of scary day. I hope you'll visit Dropboard's page today to check us out and consider voting or leaving a comment if you have any thoughts or feedback. And right now we're running a 20% discount on all plans for just the next couple of days, so just go to our Product Hunt page and find that coupon code. To those of you who are first-time visitors to my channel, I just want to really quickly say hi and also reintroduce myself. My name is Colin and I've been building software startups nonstop since 2006. My biggest success was co-founding Mailshake, which during my tenure there, we generated about $20 million in revenue. Last year, I wanted to do something new, so I started this channel to document a startup's journey. As a solo bootstrapper, all the way from the dirt beginning, $0 in revenue and no audience, all the way to $1 million in recurring revenue. And Dropboard, my product that's launching today, is the result of a lot of twists and turns from validating product ideas last year. To summarize it really briefly, Dropboard is a hiring platform that's straightforward, effective, and easy enough for anybody to use. We've passed $1,000 in monthly recurring revenue, and so far our marketing spend has been almost $0. We got chosen as a team pick on the Wix platform, and we're getting a lot of traction there. And today is Dropboard's first step into the self-service SaaS market, so I'm hoping we can continue and amplify that momentum. Let's talk about preparing for Product Hunt. Usually I put a Product Hunt launch at the beginning of a product's life so I can test validation. This time, however, I've purposefully held back for this exact moment, and here's why. Dropboard had immediate and amazing growth on the Wix marketplace. I really wanted to harvest all that feedback from working very closely with our first customers. Dropboard initially launched as an experiment with very limited features, and I was very open-minded about what the product needed to be to address real-world needs. In fact, Dropboard didn't even have its own domain name for quite a while. So it was tempting to do a Product Hunt launch a few months ago, but I'm glad I waited. Dropboard has now shaken out all those early bugs that happen when you launch a product, and it's evolved itself into this solid platform with features driven from real-world use. Yearly subscriptions are making up over 30% of our customers right now, and churn is holding at a very healthy level. So that's what gives me the confidence to launch on Product Hunt today and feel good about whatever outcome comes from it. Of course, I'm really hoping for a wave of signups and purchases, but even if today doesn't go great, I know we have something really special here. And I recorded this video a day before, so I have no idea how the launch is actually going. And throughout my prep, I've been trying to keep my expectations in check. I want to get excited, but I also don't want to expect too much out of this. And we saw from my launch of Snaptro last year that a Product Hunt launch can easily be a dud. So I'm setting my hopes at one purchase today. And I'll be honest, if I don't get that, I'm going to be pretty disappointed, but anything additional will be a huge bonus. 2 weeks ago in my week 56 video, I talked about how it's really important to set goals for a Product Hunt launch and include how you're going to react if you get a strong response or a weak response to those goals. So check out that video kind of for the full details, but just to recap, my goals are validating a jumpstart into the self-service SaaS market. Like I mentioned, Dropboard's doing really great in the Wix marketplace. I want to see that momentum carry over into the general SaaS market. Purchases is another goal, which is kind of an extension of the first goal. I'd really like to see at least one purchase today. 3, as a secondary goal, I want to gauge interest in the affiliate program that I'm working on. An affiliate program is where you partner with people who are going to help you acquire customers, and in turn, you give them a share of the revenue. And I think Dropboard is particularly well suited for this. So I'm hoping to get some interest or at least some feedback about my affiliate program so far. Let's talk about current progress. This week, I spent a little more time being active on Product Hunt, making comments on discussions, upvoting products, and leaving meaningful, detailed feedback. But in general, what I really want to be focusing on right now is that affiliate program. Last week, I built out the basics and a landing page for that program. And I've been researching affiliate platforms, which I'll soon be booking demos on to see which one might make the most sense for me. And along with that, there's going to be a decent amount of development to actually implement the tracking for that program. So that's kind of what's on my mind. However, I've had some urgent requests come in from some of my customers who are on the highest plan and on yearly subscriptions. So there's always a balance between saying yes to customers and keeping your focus on your roadmap. And my opinion is Dropboard is still at a pretty early stage. So these requests carry more weight now than they will down the line. And those customers on the highest plan with yearly subscriptions, they're the ones you want more of. And just for a starter, I'm not building any features that don't help the whole community that's using Dropboard. So that's a clear line I can draw, but I am listening very intently in these customers' interests and figuring out from their needs if there's an advancement the whole platform can make. One example, and something I'm working on right now, is being able to add custom sections to your job posts. These are things like benefits, perks, company culture, legal disclaimers. A general philosophy for building products is to keep things as simple as they can while also being effective. So I always want to make sure when I add things to the product that I'm doing it in a way that doesn't compromise the ease of use for customers who have basic needs. And on this feature specifically, one of the things that really excites me about this is being able to save these sections to your organization so that any job you can quickly add these saved sections. Here's what Dropboard looks like today with the basic fields. We have a basic description, and then there are responsibilities and qualifications that go under it. And this is good for most jobs. But for these customers' requests, what's been a need is to put more information underneath this, things like company perks, benefits. So this is the job editor that exists today. And what I've added at the bottom is this ability to add sections. So you can add a section and give it a title like a disclosure, and then these will be easily dragged around. So if you want to move things up or down. And then the ability to save them to your organization means you can have these lists of different sections that you can add to any job just by checking it. And this is a nice feature to stick into the business plan because this is really advanced use. So that's another way to make that business plan a little more beefy. And that means when I'm in here thinking about design, I also want to think about what happens when someone doesn't have the business plan. How can we give them an upsell, a way to say this is a feature that might be very useful to you? The other important thing I did this week was create a more structured pricing page that really highlights the features of the product. So I have this on the homepage, and it gives you a very quick way to compare our two plans, but I wanted people to be able to dive deeper. I always feel like those feature-rich pricing pages really help you get a sense of like, well, hold on, I'll buy this product, but I need to know if it does X. So now I have a full pricing page for Dropboard that's got pretty much everything I could think of. It's a little bit verbose, but the top level information is right up front, so it's very easy to see right away the critical stuff. And then you can scroll and get really, really detailed. And I have this being a sticky section at the top, so you can always start a trial or ask questions. I also added the social proof that I have on the homepage. Want to make sure that's here too, as well as really easy ways to start your trial. This was also a really special week for my wife, who started a blanket business about 1.5 years ago called Cheeky Little Goat. And I want to take just a second to share and celebrate a win she had this week. She was interviewed on live TV here in Indianapolis by an amazing program that's shining a lot of light on the local small businesses here. It's called Indie Now on Fox 59. And I love seeing that kind of support from the community. So I just want to say thank you to that team. Rachel did an amazing job, and orders came streaming in right after her segment ended. So I'm so happy for her. Okay, guys, that's it for week 58. Please don't forget to visit Product Hunt today to check out Dropboard. Next week, we're going to dig into how the launch went. We'll dig into the stats and the outcomes that came out of it. All right, I'll see you next week.